How'd Halloween go at the Olsen household last night, Greg?
Went well. Got a lot of candy, some trick-or-treating. Kids were up till 10 o'clock high on sugar rush and led for an early morning. But we had a good time. Kids loved it, and it's been fun watching them, kind of grow into their costumes here and become little people.
How much pressure is on the Olsen household to come up with good candy, though?
You know what? My wife handles it all, and she usually comes through. We end up having way too much candy. We got everything from Twizzlers to Snickers. We pretty much get all the good stuff, and since we're out trick-or-treating, we kind of just do the whole come to our driveway. People don't actually come up to the door because we're outside with our crew going to everybody else's house. So good chance to meet the neighbors. We just moved into a new neighborhood, so got to meet a lot of people, and I told my wife, we got to make sure we deliver. We don't want to be the new people on the block that give away little bite-sized pieces,
Greg is joining us on behalf of Fan Chest. It's the perfect gift for sports fans. It's filled with exclusive products not available in stores or online, delivered right to your door. And why don't you tell me about Fan Chest and fanchest.com, Greg?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible thing. I mean, with Fan Chest, you can go to fanchest.com, and it's really the ultimate gift for sports fans. You can customize your box to whatever particular team, if you have a favorite player, and it'll be just like we have with a lot of other concepts. It'll be sent right to your door. When you open it, there'll be some surprise gifts there for your favorite team, different themes, and portions of the proceeds are going to our foundation for this month for breast cancer awareness. So there's a charity aspect of doing good work. So it's been great working with Fan Chest. We're really excited about the growth of what we're building, and people just can't get enough of their favorite teams, and we're trying to help service them with new merchandise and new products.
Yeah, the website is fanchest.com. We're talking to Greg Olsen, the Carolina Panthers tight end. What's the mood with the Panthers now after that win against Arizona?
I think it just gives us a chance to, just catch our breath. Obviously, the season prior to the bye didn't go as we all had expected. Being 1-5 at the bye was obviously a disappointment. And then, we knew coming out of the bye, we had 10 games to go, and we weren't gonna ease our way in. Coming off the bye with a team like Arizona, who we faced not too long ago in the NFC Championship. Is as talented as they get. Had the second-ranked defense in the league. We knew it was going to be a challenge for us. So, to get that win under our belt here and, have 9 more to go, we just feel like, one at a time, like everyone says. But that was definitely a good one for us to get us back on track, catch our breath, regroup, and get ready to play another one this week.
What was your reaction when you realized what Cam Newton was saying at the press conference, talking about how he is officiated differently and he's going to talk to the commissioner?
Yeah, I think it's been something that's been discussed since the opening night out in Denver. I don't think this was breaking news. I think it's been a storyline that's been discussed. I think it's been something that's been on everybody's mind. The difference is it's really the first time Cam has really spoken out. Prior to this, everyone kind of spoke on his behalf. He kind of took the high road and didn't really make it a point. But I think he just finally was fed up. I think enough was enough. He obviously took that big low hit that wasn't called there in the red zone in the third quarter. And, I think the scary thing for him is, of course, the penalty and all that. But, he could have been seriously hurt there. So I think it all kind of came to a boil, and he just felt that it was finally his chance and his time to make a statement and put his thoughts out there. And he has every right to do that.
Do defenses hit him differently?
I think what's funny about the whole thing is people's immediate reaction is, well, if he wants to run as a running back, then he can't complain when he gets hit.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, when he runs as a running back, nobody hits him in the head because they don't want to tackle him high, so everyone dives and takes him out. When he's a runner, when we're running, lead draws and we're running, set run plays for the quarterback designed, people aren't hitting him on the head because they don't want to take him on. It's kind of funny because you got DBs and linebackers that are treating him like a running back. They're hitting him low. They're tackling him like they tackle Jonathan Stewart. It's when he's a passer. It's when he's in the pocket. It's when he's rolling flush and left, trying to extend the play that these guys come in and take all these extra shots at him because he's not in a real defensive position like he is when he's a ball carrier. So I think people need to be able to say, yes, when he is a runner, you can come and hit him as hard as you can. I don't think that's the problem. I think it's when he's a passer, he's no different than any other person who's a passer in this league, regardless of his size, regardless of his rush attempts. When he's clearly a passer, which is very clear to determine, he should have the same protections and the same rules to go by that every other player in the league does, regardless of his ability to run.
He's Greg Olsen of the Panthers, also joining us on behalf of FanChest. You can learn more at fanchest.com. It seemed to get chippy in that game against Arizona, and I even read was there something going on after the game where the Cardinals were talking about you or coming after you?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of their guys, I guess, were having, they didn't like the way we finished the game. We were in a 4-minute mode clearly there after the interception. We knew we needed to burn the rest of the clock out that last drive, and we were able to do that. We were able to take 3 minutes or so off the clock and hand the ball over to them with just a couple seconds. And I guess their guys took exception to a couple, of our blocks and a couple of our, we finished a couple, and we were grinding. We were trying to fight and scratch and win a game. And in those 4-minute situations, it's no holds barred in there. We're trying to finish a game out. We're fighting for your life. And, I guess a couple of their guys took exception to that and weren't too thrilled after the game. But, that's sometimes the nature of the business. Emotions run high. Obviously, they're probably not, thrilled. Obviously, the last couple of times they've come to us hasn't gone great for them. So that's just the nature of the game.
Yeah, but did they come after you, Greg, after the game?
I mean, they had some words there at midfield. I mean, no one got
okay.
physical. I mean, there was no physical nature or anything. There was nothing like that. It was mostly just words. So it really wasn't too big a deal.
You can't hit a guy after the game, right?
No, there was nothing like that. There was nothing.
I just want to make sure.
No.
I don't know if you watched the Bears. Well, you were doing trick-or-treating last night, but you played with the Bears. You played with Jay Cutler. What is it that we miss? What is missing here with the national perception of Jay Cutler as opposed to playing with him? Are we wrong in what we see with him and don't see?
My biggest thing, my experience with Jay was very positive. I mean, I have nothing but fond memories, not only of playing there, professionally, but also our personal relationship was always one that was very strong. We had some success. Of course, my last game there playing with Jay and Bears was the NFC Championship game. So, I mean, we had success. We had a good rapport on and off the field. I think it really just boils down to that, Jay is going to do things his way. And I think when you're on his team and you realize how much he cares about winning and how hard he plays and obviously how talented he is, you see him for what he is. And I think the outside perspective that doesn't have the ability to see him all week and see his preparation and see how he interacts with the guys, they don't have that ability to make those assessments. And I think Jay's at the point where he understands everyone's going to draw their own conclusions. He's never been one that's looking to change people's minds. He's going to be who he is. And he's really, in my experience, he's not overly concerned with what everybody else thinks. It doesn't really have much impact on the way he prepares himself and the way he goes about his business.
So if Mike Martz liked tight ends, you'd probably still be in Chicago, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think the Bears are even on record just a year or two last year, it said something along those lines. So I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I think they made a little mistake.
I'm glad
there.
he didn't.
Hey, thanks for joining us again. Good luck with FanChest and, of course, next game against the Rams. Thank you, Greg.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
All right, that's Greg Olsen.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.